Hard work is the key, not luck. Listen closely, for what I am about to tell you will change the trajectory of your entire existence. You see, there is a lie that has been whispered into the ears of humanity for generations, a comfortable, seductive lie that keeps people trapped in mediocrity, chained to their circumstances, and blind to their own potential. That lie is this: success is about luck. They will tell you that those who rise to greatness were simply in the right place at the right time. They will say that fortune smiled upon them, that destiny chose them, that they were born under a lucky star. And do you know why they say this? Because it absolves them of responsibility. It gives them permission to remain exactly where they are, doing exactly what they have always done, waiting for some cosmic lottery to deliver success to their doorstep. But I am here to shatter that illusion. I am here to tell you the truth that will set you free, even if it terrifies you at first. The truth is this: hard work is the key to everything you desire in this life. Not luck. Not chance. Not destiny. Hard work. Now, before you dismiss this as simple platitude, before you think to yourself, "I have heard this before," I want you to truly understand what I mean. When I speak of hard work, I am not merely talking about showing up to your job and doing what is expected. I am not speaking of going through the motions, checking boxes, and waiting for your reward. No, I am talking about something far more profound, far more demanding, and infinitely more rewarding. I am talking about the kind of work that transforms you. The kind of effort that takes you from who you are today to who you must become to achieve your dreams. I am talking about the relentless, unwavering, sometimes brutal pursuit of excellence that separates those who merely wish for success from those who create it with their own two hands. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine two individuals, born on the same day, in the same town, with the same opportunities before them. One believes in luck. The other believes in work. The first wakes each morning hoping today will be the day fortune finds them. They buy lottery tickets. They wait for that big break. They look at successful people and think, "They were lucky. I am not." The second individual wakes with a different mindset entirely. They understand that every single day is an opportunity to build, to learn, to grow, to inch closer to their goals. They do not wait for opportunities, they create them. They do not hope for favorable circumstances, they work until they can overcome any circumstance. They do not pray for an easier path, they become stronger so they can handle a more difficult one. 10 years pass. Where do you think these two individuals are? The first is still waiting, still hoping, still believing that someday, somehow, luck will change everything. The second has transformed their entire life through sheer force of will and consistent effort. They have developed skills that set them apart. They have built relationships through genuine value creation. They have failed, learned, adapted, and grown stronger with each setback. This is not a fairy tale. This is reality. This is the way the world actually works, beneath all the noise and distraction. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. But what about those people who truly do seem lucky? What about those who inherit wealth, who are born into the right families, who seem to have everything handed to them? And yes, such people exist. But here is what most fail to understand: even among those born with advantages, it is hard work that determines whether they keep those advantages or squander them. History is littered with the wreckage of people who had everything and lost it all because they relied on their initial advantages rather than developing the character and work ethic necessary to maintain and grow their position. Meanwhile, history also celebrates countless individuals who started with nothing, less than nothing, and through their efforts, created empires, changed industries, and left legacies that endure for generations. Consider this carefully: luck, if it exists at all, is merely preparation meeting opportunity. And what is preparation? It is hard work. It is the thousands of hours spent developing your craft when no one is watching. It is the discipline to keep going when every fiber of your being wants to quit. It is the courage to attempt what seems impossible until, through your efforts, it becomes inevitable. I have studied the lives of great achievers across every field of human endeavor. Do you know what they all have in common? It is not luck. It is not natural talent alone. It is not favorable circumstances. What they share is an almost obsessive dedication to their craft, a refusal to accept mediocrity, and a willingness to outwork everyone around them. The virtuoso musician did not become great by accident. They practiced when their peers were playing. They continued when their fingers bled and their minds screamed for rest. They pushed through the plateaus where progress seemed impossible. And through tens of thousands of hours of deliberate effort, they created what others called natural talent. The successful entrepreneur did not stumble into success. They worked nights and weekends while maintaining another job. They faced rejection after rejection, failure after failure. They sacrificed comfort, stability, and sometimes relationships in pursuit of their vision. They learned from every mistake, adjusted their approach, and persisted until they broke through. The championship athlete did not win by chance. They trained when they did not feel like it. They maintained discipline with their diet, their sleep, their entire lifestyle. They showed up for practice on the days when their body ached and their motivation was nowhere to be found. They did the work that nobody sees, the unglamorous repetitions that build the foundation for those moments of glory that everyone remembers. This pattern repeats itself in every domain of achievement. Hard work is the common thread. It is the secret that is hiding in plain sight, so obvious that most people look right past it, searching for some magical shortcut that does not exist. But let us go deeper. Let us explore why hard work is not just important, why it is absolutely essential, why it is the only reliable path to lasting success. First, hard work develops character. When you commit to doing difficult things consistently, you forge yourself into a different kind of person. You become someone who can be relied upon. You develop discipline, which is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. You build mental toughness, which allows you to handle the inevitable challenges and setbacks that life presents. Think about this: the easy path, the path of least resistance. What does it create? It creates weakness. It creates dependence. It creates a fragile person who crumbles at the first sign of adversity. But the hard path, the path of effort and struggle, it creates strength. It creates resilience. It creates someone who knows they can handle whatever comes their way because they have already proven it to themselves through their actions. Second, hard work compounds over time. This is one of the most powerful principles you need to understand. One day of hard work may not seem like much. One week might not show dramatic results. But here is the secret: consistent effort, applied day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, it compounds. It builds upon itself. It creates momentum that becomes unstoppable. Imagine someone who commits to reading for 1 hour each day. In a week, that is 7 hours. In a month, roughly 30 hours. In a year, 365 hours of reading. Over 5 years, that is over 1,800 hours spent absorbing knowledge, developing perspective, expanding their understanding of the world. Can you imagine the transformation that occurs in someone who dedicates that much time to learning? Now apply this principle to any skill, any craft, any business. The person who works an extra hour each day while their competitors go home early, that adds up to an extra 45 days of work each year. 45 days. Over 10 years, that is an extra 450 days, more than a full year of additional work. Is it any wonder they pull ahead? This is not luck. This is mathematics.
This is the inevitable result of consistent effort over time. Third, hard work opens doors that luck never could. When you become known as someone who delivers exceptional results, who goes above and beyond, who can be counted on to do whatever it takes, opportunities begin to find you. Not because of luck, but because you have built a reputation. You have created value. You have made yourself indispensable. I have seen this principle play out countless times. The person who consistently arrives early and stays late, who takes on additional responsibilities without being asked, who maintains high standards even when no one is watching, that person gets promoted. That person receives the important projects. That person becomes the one that others seek out when something crucial needs to be done. Why? Because they have proven themselves through their actions. They have demonstrated their commitment through their work. They have shown that they are different from the masses who do only what is required and nothing more. Fourth, hard work provides certainty in an uncertain world. You cannot control whether luck will favor you. You cannot control the economy, the market, or what others will do. But you can control your effort. You can control your dedication. You can control whether you show up and do the work, day after day, regardless of circumstances. This sense of control, this knowledge that your success is in your own hands, is extraordinarily empowering. It means you are not a victim of circumstance. It means you are not dependent on forces outside yourself. It means that if you are willing to do what is necessary, you can create the life you desire. Now, let me address something crucial, the difference between busy work and productive work. Because hard work, as I am describing it, is not about simply being busy. It is not about filling your schedule with activity for the sake of appearing industrious. Many people confuse motion with progress, busyness with productivity. True hard work is focused. It is intentional. It is directed toward specific goals with clear purpose. It requires you to identify what truly matters, what will actually move you forward, and then to dedicate your energy to those things with single-minded determination. This means saying no to distractions. It means eliminating activities that do not serve your goals, no matter how comfortable or familiar they might be. It means making difficult choices about how you spend your most valuable resource, your time. Ask yourself, are you working hard on the right things? Are you investing your effort in activities that build skills, create value, and move you toward your objectives? Or are you simply staying busy, filling time with tasks that feel like work but produce little meaningful progress? The distinction is critical. You can work hard your entire life and remain in the same place if that work is misdirected. But when you combine hard work with strategic thinking, when you apply intense effort to high-leverage activities, the results can be extraordinary. Let me also address a misconception about hard work. Some believe that if you work hard enough at anything, success will automatically follow. This is not quite accurate. Hard work must be combined with intelligence, with learning, with adaptability. You must work hard, yes, but you must also work smart. This means constantly evaluating your approach. Are you getting the results you expected? If not, why not? What needs to change? What can you learn from those who have already achieved what you are pursuing? Working hard without reflection is like rowing a boat with all your strength but without checking whether you are heading in the right direction. You need both effort and awareness, both dedication and discernment. This brings us to another crucial point: hard work requires sacrifice. Let there be no illusion about this. If you truly commit to working harder than those around you, you will have to give up things. You will miss some parties. You will decline some invitations. You will spend time working while others are relaxing. This is not easy. Humans are social creatures. We want to belong. We want to be included.
The pressure to conform, to do what everyone else is doing, to not stand out or work too hard, this pressure is real and it is powerful. But here is what you must understand: you cannot have both. You cannot work like everyone else and expect different results. You cannot make the same choices as the masses and then wonder why you get mass results. If you want extraordinary outcomes, you must be willing to do extraordinary things. And by definition, extraordinary means beyond the ordinary, different from the norm. The sacrifice is real, but so is the reward. While others are enjoying temporary pleasures, you are building permanent results. While they are seeking immediate gratification, you are investing in future success. And when that success comes, when you have created something meaningful, something lasting, something that reflects the best of what you are capable of, the sacrifice will seem small in comparison. I also want to address the role of failure in the context of hard work. You will fail. Let me say that again so there is no confusion: you will fail. Hard work does not guarantee that every attempt will succeed. It does not mean you will never face setbacks or obstacles or defeats. But here is what hard work does guarantee: you will learn. You will improve. You will become better. And eventually, if you persist, if you continue to work hard and apply those lessons, you will break through. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of success. Every person you admire, every achievement you respect, is built on a foundation of failures that taught valuable lessons. The difference between those who ultimately succeed and those who do not is simple: those who succeed kept working hard even after they failed. They did not interpret failure as a sign to quit. They interpreted it as feedback, as information about what does not work, as guidance toward what to try next. They understood that failure is only permanent if you stop trying. This resilience, this ability to persist in the face of setbacks, is perhaps the most valuable aspect of developing a hard work ethic. Because life will test you. Circumstances will challenge you. There will be moments when continuing seems impossible, when giving up seems like the only rational choice. In those moments, it is your commitment to hard work, your identity as someone who does not quit, that will carry you through. It is not luck that will save you. It is your refusal to accept defeat, your determination to keep moving forward, your willingness to work even when work is the last thing you feel like doing. Let us talk about the concept of natural talent for a moment. Many people use this as an excuse. They look at someone excelling in a field and say, well, they are naturally talented. I could never do that. This is a convenient fiction that allows them to avoid the hard work that excellence requires. Yes, natural ability exists. Some people are born with certain advantages. But research has shown repeatedly that natural talent is vastly overrated as a predictor of success. What matters far more is deliberate practice, sustained effort, and the willingness to work at the edge of your abilities, where growth actually occurs. The person with moderate natural ability who works extremely hard will almost always outperform the naturally talented person who relies on that talent without developing it through effort. Talent is potential. Hard work is what transforms potential into reality. Moreover, hard work develops abilities that may not have existed initially. Your capacity for focus, discipline, perseverance, strategic thinking, these are not fixed traits you are born with. They are skills that develop through practice, through choosing to work hard even when it is difficult. In this sense, the very act of working hard makes you more capable of working hard. It is a positive cycle. Each time you push through resistance, each time you choose effort over ease, you strengthen that capacity. You become someone for whom hard work is not just a strategy but an identity, a fundamental part of who you are. Now let me share with you a perspective on time that might change how you think about your life.
You have been given a certain number of hours. No one knows exactly how many, but the number is finite. Every hour you spend is gone forever. You cannot earn more time. You cannot save it up. You can only choose how to use what you have. When you understand this, truly understand it at a deep level, the question becomes obvious: how do you want to spend your hours? Do you want to spend them in comfortable mediocrity, taking the easy path, doing only what is required? Or do you want to spend them in pursuit of something meaningful, something that demands your best effort, something that will leave a mark on the world? Hard work is ultimately about honoring the gift of life. It is about refusing to waste your potential. It is about recognizing that you have been given abilities, opportunities, and time, and choosing to make the most of them rather than squandering them in passivity or half-hearted effort. When you are on your deathbed, looking back at your life, you will not regret working hard toward meaningful goals. You will not regret the effort you invested in becoming better, in creating something valuable, in pushing yourself to reach your potential. But you will regret the times you held back. You will regret the opportunities you did not seize because they required too much effort. You will regret settling for less than what you were capable of achieving. This is the tragedy I want to help you avoid, the tragedy of unrealized potential, of a life spent watching from the sidelines, of going to your grave with your music still inside you. Let me also address the social dynamics around hard work. In many circles, working hard is not celebrated. It is mocked. People who put in extra effort are called names: tryhard, overachiever, workaholic. These terms are meant to shame, to pull people back down to the level of the crowd. You must develop immunity to this social pressure. You must understand that those criticisms come from people who have chosen comfort over growth, who are threatened by your ambition because it highlights their own lack of it, who want you to stay on their level rather than rise above it. The people who matter, successful people, accomplished people, people who have actually built something meaningful, they respect hard work. They recognize it because they embody it. They will support your efforts, not diminish them. So surround yourself with people who inspire you to work harder, not people who encourage you to relax and accept mediocrity. Your environment shapes you. The people you spend time with influence your standards, your expectations, and your behavior. Choose wisely. I want to address one more crucial aspect: the relationship between hard work and passion. There is a popular idea that if you are passionate about something, the work will not feel like work. This is only partially true and can be dangerously misleading. Passion does make work more meaningful. It does provide motivation. But even when you are passionate about something, there will be aspects that are difficult, tedious, or frustrating. There will be days when you do not feel inspired. There will be tasks that must be done but bring no joy. This is where hard work as a discipline becomes essential. You cannot rely solely on passion or motivation or inspiration. These are valuable but unreliable. They come and go. What you need is a commitment to work hard regardless of how you feel, a system of discipline that operates independently of your emotional state. The amateur works when they feel like it. The professional works whether they feel like it or not. The difference between them is not passion; they may both be passionate, but discipline, the ability to do what is necessary when it is necessary, even when it is not particularly enjoyable. This discipline, this commitment to consistent effort, is what transforms passion from a feeling into an achievement, from an interest into an accomplishment. Now, as we near the end of this discussion, I want to issue you a challenge. I want you to truly examine your life and your choices. Are you working as hard as you could be? Are you giving your full effort to your most important goals? Or are you holding back, playing it safe, waiting for some sign or some easier path? Be honest with yourself. This honesty is crucial because you cannot change what you do not acknowledge.
If you have been coasting, if you have been making excuses, if you have been blaming circumstances or luck or other people for where you are, admit it. Not to me, but to yourself. And then make a different choice. Decide today that from this moment forward, you will commit to hard work. Not perfect work. Not work that never fails or never struggles. But consistent, dedicated, purposeful effort toward what matters most to you. This decision will change everything. Not immediately, remember, hard work compounds over time, but eventually and inevitably. 6 months from now, if you truly commit to working harder and smarter than you have been, you will be amazed at your progress. A year from now, you will be a different person. 5 years from now, people will look at you and think you were lucky, never knowing the thousands of hours of effort that created what they perceive as overnight success. And when they say you were lucky, smile to yourself. Because you will know the truth. You will know that what they call luck was actually the inevitable result of hard work, discipline, and refusal to quit. You will know that you created your own fortune through your choices, your efforts, your commitment. This is the key I am handing you today: hard work. Not luck. Not chance. Not hoping or wishing or waiting. Hard work. Take this key. Use it to unlock the life you are capable of living. Use it to become the person you are capable of becoming. Use it to create the success that you have been dreaming about but perhaps not working toward with full commitment. The door is in front of you. The key is in your hand. All that remains is for you to make the decision. Will you do what is necessary? Will you pay the price that success demands? Will you commit to hard work, not just today or this week, but as a fundamental operating principle of your life? The world is full of people who wanted success but were unwilling to work for it. Do not be one of them. Be someone who understands that hard work is not just a strategy, it is the strategy. It is the one reliable path from where you are to where you want to be. Your potential is vast. Your possibilities are limitless. But potential means nothing without action. Possibilities remain mere possibilities until you do something about them. And doing something meaningful, consistent, dedicated doing is hard work. So begin today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when circumstances are perfect or when you feel ready or when someone gives you permission. Today. Right now. Identify what you need to do. Identify what hard work looks like in your specific situation. And then do it. Do it when you feel motivated and do it when you do not. Do it when progress is obvious and do it when results seem impossible. Do it when others are watching and do it when you are alone. Do it because you have decided that this is who you are, someone who works hard, someone who creates their own success, someone who refuses to blame luck or circumstances for a life half-lived. This is not easy. I never said it would be easy. But it is simple. And it works. While others are waiting for luck, you will be working. While others are hoping for change, you will be creating it. While others are wondering why success eludes them, you will be living the life you built through your own effort. Years from now, when you have achieved what you set out to achieve, when you have become who you set out to become, you will look back on this moment. And you will be grateful that you chose the path of hard work. You will be grateful that you did not wait for luck but instead created your own fortune through dedication, discipline, and refusal to quit. The choice is yours. The power is yours. The responsibility is yours. And most importantly, the reward will be yours. Now stop reading and start working. Your future is waiting, but it will not create itself. That is your job. And the only way to do that job is through hard work, consistent, purposeful, unrelenting hard work. This is the key. This is the truth. This is the path. Now walk it.